That made sense. I mean, you know, from a logical standpoint.
Yeah.
Anyway, with all that stuff out of the way, D-Dag, guys, it's me, Sergeantmajormario. What is up? Welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2. I am here with
Arthur.
Who
feels like an old lady today.
And sounds really tired. Anyway.
Well, I'm not tired. It's just my knees hurting.
And in turn, you have to sound like a miserable cunt.
Hey! Well, I guess it also doesn't help that I've been watching the Golden Girls all morning while I was cleaning. I like the Golden Girls! Fuck you! I like the Golden Girls!
Anyway, last time we were here, we beat the entire Dark Side story and discussed about those damned Megalovanias. This time, no Mia this time, unfortunately, but we are going to finish this off with the last story. So, instead of paying attention to the cutscenes, what's your experience with Sonic Adventure 2, Sam?
It was technically my first Sonic game that I was showed and played a little bit of. And I like it for what it is. It's fine.
Yeah. Fair enough. Also, I like how, it's like at the start, at the ending of Darkseid, Eggman was like really gloating. Like gloating is like, oh yes, I'm going to destroy the world! And it's like, ah, fuck, now it has to go wrong. I like how it's whenever he's close to winning, does everything start to fuck up, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, like, can we talk about, like, Eggman for a moment? Because I swear he believes in God.
Huh,
like,
what do you mean?
Well, he believes in ancient manuscripts and stuff like that. Like, manuscripts from back then are normally, like, full of bullshit. But no, Eggman believes to their every word. Like he's done it with Chaos and he's done it with Dark Guy, which we'll get into on Wednesday.
Well, maybe he's not really religious or believes in God necessarily, but he does believe in myths and will try to engage with those myths and legends, provided that they can help him take over the world or whatever his goal is for that particular game.
So, do you think he believes in the paranormal?
Perhaps. Like there are ways to combine the paranormal with science.
Like, do you think the next Sonic game is Eggman trying to be like a Ghostbuster? Like, here's this legendary ghost that could take all the souls out, so we can make a ghost Eggman land.
Hold on a second. I'll answer that question because I hear my mom coming.
We'll find out.
So I gotta open the door for her.
We'll find out after these short messages.
I'll be back.
All right. This is like still the fucking like this is one of the biggest plot points of the game. So like this is a message that Gerald Robotnik made while in his cell.
What's going on here?
So this is right in his cell. He made a broadcast exactly what the Chaos Emeralds are supposed to do when they collide with when they get in contact with the Ark, when they're put into the cannon. G-Wen does nothing about that, and they're about to shoot him via firing squad. So, like, what the fuck?
Stop it right now, or else I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
No, you wouldn't. That Knuckles, even I know you're full of shit, Eggman.
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive.
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
That does not explain why you're still alive, Sonic! How the fuck are you still here? So how did he find this floppy disk? Because this has, like, the journal.
I don't quite know what happened or what went wrong. Was it a mistake to create the ultimate life form? I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind.
Jupiter Girl, welcome to the chat. Please keep the rules in mind, then have an awesome time.
They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research
Look at Knuckles' face. I don't know what's going on. So Sonic is way too happy about this info. Huh. Reading a dead man's notes, huh? Must be a Friday. I think Eggman has just gutted his granddad's dead. I'm surprised that hasn't been his bio. My name is Dr. Eggman. My grandfather is dead, and he was the greatest scientist in the world. Boop. Welcome back.
Yeah, so according to my mom, the male people came and nothing was there for me, so it might be showing up later, and I'm just hoping for the best, because now would be a terrible time for things to go missing.
Yes. Well, especially considering the item.
Yeah, definitely.
I was just saying to the I was saying to the chat, surprised Eggman hasn't pulled a Fox McCloud and said that his granddad's dead every time he's around.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, the last time I was here, you asked me if I believed that he believed in the paranormal and stuff. And yeah, so the answer to that is kind of yes, but again, it's definitely as long as like that potential like myth or legend or creature could serve him in some way, shape, or form. Because he's just kind of a narcissist like that. That's what the movie interpretation of the character got right.
Wait.
Like he's just the biggest narcissist.
Hold on. So you're essentially saying he believes in it only if it helps him.
Potentially.
So it's just like, okay, so there's this rare cute little god. A god, you say? What can it do? Well, the legends say that it goes around to kids and it gives them sweets. What can it do for me? What can it do for me?
Can it help me take over the world?
Can it help me take over the world? No. Can it help make my machines powerful? No. Then it's a false god. I do not believe in this god. Is that Christians.txt though?
Maybe. No, I'm good. I ate.
Also, I was saying this earlier about how the bullshit of this plot comes into light.
Yeah, the plot is kind of
Where
all
it's
over the
just
place.
like, you know, Gerald is there in front of a firing squad saying exactly what his plan is about the Ark. And instead of doing anything, the soldiers just shoot him.
The plot can be a little bit weird like that. But this
Jason,
is early
let's go.
2000s writing, so it's all about action, you know?
I know, but even like even films like in the 80s had more sense.
Let's get to work.
Yeah, but this is a video game.
Shut up. The final stage, Cannon's Core. I do not like this stage. And I think System hates it even more.
As much as that Rouge stage?
Well, Mad Space could fuck. Why is it okay? Oh,
What?
fuck you! Just fuck it up. Move your shield out of the way. Good. Fuck off. I lost 2/3 of my health over that one fucking robot because I really wanted him dead.
Oh.
You know what? Mulligan. Just fucking mulligan.
Every now and again, I still hear the word mulligan. It just sounds like a delicious malty milkshake.
Sorry you
It
couldn't
does,
make it this
though.
time, guys. Good luck with the finale, though, Tommy. It's fine. You couldn't make it, Mia. Hopefully, you'll make it for the Generation stream in the future. Yeah, school dibs on that. I didn't miss the final boss, did I? Nope. I just started this about 5 minutes ago. So you are golden, Jupiter girl. So okay. So what do you think of the So what do you think of Adventure 2 story overall, Sam?
I mean, I think it's okay and stuff. Like, it is what it is. It's gonna be flawed, of course, just because, you know, with writing video game stories, it's always about action. You have to combine, like, the story you want to tell with the interactivity of a game.
Yeah.
Like, games are an inherently interactive medium, unless you're reading a kinetic novel, which, like, there's the argument of, like, are visual novels games? I would argue visual novels are indeed games, but kinetic novels are not. They are just a book disguised as a game.
So what's the
But
difference between a kinetic novel and a visual novel?
a visual novel is like a choose-your-own-adventure game, and there are some choices to be made, even if it's only like one choice at the end. That technically makes it a visual novel. A kinetic novel is basically a visual novel with no choices in it. So it's just trying to tell a linear story.
So would you say that Ace Attorney is not a visual novel but a kinetic novel?
Well, I mean, it depends. Do the choices actually matter, or is the game always trying to force you to make the right choice, giving you an illusion of choice?
It doesn't really give you multiple choices though. Like its main focus is you are Phoenix Wright and you're defending your client. It doesn't really. I think it only ever once gives you the option of like
But basically, can you like fail a case or have it go in a completely different direction?
You can fail a case, but it's not like you could proceed. It's like you have penalties for every trial, and it's like, you know, like you mess up on those penalties if you if you object at a wrong moment, present wrong evidence, or make a wrong choice.
So basically, the game doesn't want you to fail the case.
Yes.
So basically, the game wants you to get it right so you can continue it on with the normal story.
Yes.
I would consider that somewhat of an illusion of choice, and maybe put it in like the kinetic novel category, because it might be giving you choices, but the game is still encouraging you to get everything right and not providing an alternate ending or two for if you get something wrong or something like that. So I'd put it more in the kinetic novel category, just in a visual novel style set of clothes. But yeah, in terms of the SA2 story, I think it's okay. It certainly has its plot holes, and everything, like, nothing is ever perfect. Like, you can only perfect the story 99%, but there's always still gonna be that 1% that you want to change about it at the end, even when it's all said and done. And yeah, I actually haven't finished SA2 on my own. I've only played... What?!
That's like... How many games is that you've been to on the streams that you played but not fully completed for one reason or another now?
Oh, you hush.
Like, was it Dust and now Sonic Adventure 2? Was Sonic 06 another one?
No, because I never had an Xbox.
It was on PS3!
PS3. I never had stuck at a PS2. Let's see, what else? But yeah, with Dust, I had too much fun killing things, and I kind of got lost and forgot what I was supposed to be doing in the story. With SA2, I just had too much fun, and I was playing with Chow and things, and I kept playing City Escape so I can get more stuff for my Chow.
But if you progressed the game on its own, you would have gotten more shit for your Chow.
I know that. I'm also terrified of that Rouge level that takes 5 minutes, okay?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I am! Hearing her say, just give me 5 minutes, gives me some level of PTSD.
Why do I bother with you sometimes? Look!
Because we're best friends.
Look, just so I know, what the hell is your experience with Unleashed? Like, have you been Unleashed?
I own a copy of Unleashed.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I got it under the silliest of circumstances.
What circumstances could that possibly be?
Okay, so that morning I did the cosplay of that chick with the silver hair and the red dress from the Real Tuesday Weld's Me and Mr. Wolf music video, and the Real Tuesday Weld actually commented on my cosplay. And it was amazing, because that was just a big senpai noticed me moment. And then I was supposed to be in Manhattan for a meeting, but I couldn't find the goddamn location, so I was just like, well, you know what? There's a video game store around here I haven't been to in a while that's around this location, so I guess I'll go to that. And what the Real Tuesday Weld posted on, like, when he was replying to my cosplay is just like, basically, like, be careful with wolves or something like that. Yeah. Something about wolves. And then when I went to this video game store, I found a copy of Unleashed, and I'm like, oh my god, the serendipity, so I had to get it on principle. Yeah.
Tommy
and then I put the werewolf in a fedora for Halloween, and it was amazing.
Yeah, Jupiter Girl. Wednesday we are gonna be, I'm gonna be streaming Unleashed. Hopefully Sam and Jack will be joining.
I do like wolves and werewolves and wolf-related things. So yeah, certainly wouldn't want to miss that. And also, my copy of Unleashed is actually sitting right next to me on my desk, and it's still sealed in the box.
You have the PS2 version, right?
I do, because the PS2 is what I had.
That's gonna be very weird for you then.
What do you mean it's gonna be very weird?
Well, you're just gonna see the gameplay of the see the gameplay of the 360 version on Wednesday. When you do play the PS2 version, you'll see such a night and day difference.
Huh. Yeah, because in the later versions of the game, you had to collect the moon medals, right?
I'm not sure about the PS2 version, but I mean, graphically and stuff like that, you'll see such a difference.
Well, I mostly just got it because, Tuesday Senpai noticed me, and it just seemed fitting.
Did I hear you say Jack? Yeah, if if Jack is down to joining, he'll probably be in the Unleashed stream as well. I can't promise anything, you know. It's all about if he wants to join or not. Because it's not like I'm paying you guys to join me, so you're here in your own free time. Who am I to complain if you don't join?
Pretty much.
Oh shit. I would like to pay you guys for your time here. Believe me.
Hat.
Oh fuck, I forgot where to go. Oh wait, no, I remember. Love the game I actually beat it a few days ago. Awesome. A lot of people say, oh my god, fucking hell. Alright. You know how I like to talk about how weird the Sonic fans are?
Yeah, well, like with Unleashed in particular, there's a big love it or hate it kind of community. Like at first it was hated, and there was like a renaissance of it where people were like, "It's not that bad. It's actually really good."
Well,
and then
in this case,
kind of have a flip-floppy relationship with it.
In this case, I saw a post someone did. Okay, so you know how people have been posting about like how pollution has been clearing up and stuff because of like the quarantine and stuff like that. Basically, someone posts for a laugh. Someone posted a picture of London on a clear blue sky and saying like. Saying it's great to see the pollution is now clearing up, and there's a picture of Elizabeth Tower with the death egg behind it, because you know it's like, oh, clear sky, and you can see everything, including the death egg. And because of that picture, someone said, oh, "Is that Unleashed remaster confirmed?" And it's like, the death egg wasn't even in Unleashed. First off, and secondly,
well, you know they could have been trolling.
Well, no, they were dead serious. That's the thing.
Oh, good heavens.
It's like, how the fuck did you get Unleashed remaster for that? What, just because of Elizabeth Tower? What, a similar tower-looking motherfucker is in Unleashed? You think it's Begonia? Like, they're based on real-world places, you know? It's like, how do you draw the parallels? I just don't understand it.
Actually, you reminded me of something. You know, there's been this meme going around of like nature's coming back, and you know, or nature's being restored. And I just someone took a video of like a Dalek just roaming the streets, and I just thought that was silly. And I was like, I would have expected Reliant Robins to crowd the street, but okay.
Well, I mean, like you know, the joke isn't as big here as you think. I mean, it's a classic car, but it's not really what you consider a running joke.
Yeah, it's just a running joke between us.
Yeah.
It's clearly polluted my mind. I never seen a car do that outside of Burnout. I just find that kind of amazing.
Do you say builder's bum or a plumber's bum? I mean, you know. Wait, what?
Do you by any chance mean the stereotype of, like, when any sort of manual worker comes to your house, you just always see their butt or their underwear?
Oh, you mean their ass crack?
Yeah.
I just call it someone's ass crack. I just say, you know, pull up your fucking trousers, mate. You can see your ass.
I mean,
don't want to look
also
at
that
it.
stereotype is more associated with plumbers than anything else.
I mean, I don't really have plumbers come to my flat yet, so...
No, I mean just like even in like cartoons or other media, it's always a stereotypical like plumber that always has like the butt crack, you know, while he's working.
But I mean then again, you wait. Actually, never mind. That actually reminds me of I'm just reminded of a fucking joke from the Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay.
Where it's like fucking like I think it was what introduced the Pixies. Or like the anti-fairies. And it was like a Friday the 13th thing, and like Cosmo said, Friday the 13th is like their Christmas. So like all of the unlucky stuff happens, including like stepping on a crack does break your mum's back and stuff like that. And because that happens, Mr. Turner says like I will now make it my job to seal up every single crack in this place. And he just sees like a builder with his ass crack out there, and Mr. Turner just has like a fucking trowel with some cement on it and just starts chasing him.
I think I would do that if, like, it was, like, my child or a very young relative with their pants hanging down too low. I would just, like, get the caulking gun, load that up, you know, with, like, the plaster, and just around.
I mean, then again, I just kind of, you know, when it was talking about arse crack, I just can't remember that. Like, do you remember that one phase where everyone, where blokes for some reason wanted to have their trackies down below their boxers for some reason?
Yeah, it's always like half the boxers are showing.
Yeah, it's like, what the, like, why the hell was that a thing?
I have no idea. That just seems more inconvenient than anything.
Yeah, it was, because you always see them, like, grab the front of it so it don't fucking fall.
Oh, it's not even just, like, it's also that their underwear is showing, so that's already indecent, especially if you're out in public. And you always have to worry about, you know, your pants falling down if you wear them that way.
Yeah.
Like, you'd have to have some specially made pants or have them be extremely tight from the top.
Right there, I'm a chow. I just shove him out of the way. Oh, that's such a tight fucking timing bit. I hate it. Thing is, it's like this level was a pain in the ass for me when I first played it, because I didn't know you could get the air bracelet, the air necklace for Knuckles.
Ah.
So I was just there drowning constantly, panicking that I had to get a fucking air bubble in time.
The system says I could smell my neighbor smoking weed.
Oh my fucking god. Just fucking... For some reason, my, like, about 5 or 6 neighbors in my flat, well, not my flat specifically, but, like, you know, the neighborhood.
Around the neighborhood, yeah.
They love smoking weed. And that shit...
They love the marriage image.
That shit gets in my... gets in my flat.
You know, when I lived with my parents, we had this neighbor somewhere on the block that smoked a lot of weed. And I was just like, why does it smell like oily grass? Because it has like a very distinct oily grass smell. Or whatever kush they were smoking smelled distinctly like oily grass.
Yeah.
You ran out of water, but you had a bunch of vegetable oil and thought, I should water my lawn with this. And it just stank. Like, we'd have to close the window on, like, days of perfect weather where you don't need the air conditioner or the fan on, but we just had to close the window because the smell was so bad. And, yeah. Like, I don't do the marijuana myself. I can see the appeal of it as medicine, but it really does stink.
I remember when I was in secondary. Like, in school, a lot of kids smoked. Like, not weed, but baccy. And the uniform is
like, that's another thing I don't get. Like, the tobacco versus weed argument. Why is one that has been confirmed to kill you with absolutely no health benefits legal, and marijuana is so stigmatized against? Like, I understand my kids smoking the marijuana, but I would refuse to, you know, even have them at my house if they smoked cigarettes. Because at least marijuana I can see the health benefits of, but the cigarettes, no.
Because the baccy is more addictive, so people can't exactly ignore those urges as easily as weed.
I know, but they're still legal. And meanwhile, weed is just, like, you know, weed is just, the hardest thing to, you know, legalize, even though it's not as bad as the tobacco, you know?
I mean, I don't approve either, so, you know, you're asking the wrong person here, but anyway, yeah, so the uniform in my school was fleece jumpers. And the thing is with fleece jumpers is the scent can easily catch on. So you can imagine after school, I'm there walking to my mum's car because she picks me up, and I'm walking past some girls who they're smoking fags. And of course, you know, I get in, and my mum's just like, "Have you been like?" It's like, "Tommy, have you been smoking?" And it's like, "You know, I don't smoke. I can smell it on you. That doesn't mean I smoke."
That's another thing about cigarettes, is that the smoke, like, I don't know if the same applies to marijuana, but, like, cigarette smoke, it just catches on everything. Like, that's why I prefer someone smoking marijuana in my presence versus a cigarette.
I'd rather they didn't smoke any either, because smoke makes me choke, and...
Well, obviously
The-
you prefer if they don't smoke anything, but if it's like smelling oily grass versus smelling smoke that'll definitely give you cancer, like, give me the wacky tobacco. I'd rather just smell that.
I mean, the smell of weed just makes me feel sick anyway, but yeah.
Yeah.
Really gotta stop
But with cigarette smoke is much worse.
doing their best to help out, and so must I.
And there goes the fire department.
We said... We said...
She
we
was
said-
promoting the wacky tobacco. Get her!
I'll say we said it too many times. Do I deserve to be forgiven? Well, Kiri, if you look into the description, I've had to update a new rule because of you, so keep that in mind.
way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know.
Actually, Jester,
Well, actually, the thing of it, it's very fitting that we're talking about, you know, the marijuana, because, you know, the SA2 fandom talks, like, about marijuana all the time!
the SA2 fan talks more about fucking Eggman's wife and pissing and shit.
Well, yeah, but there's also the marijuana subplot.
Hmm.
And making a ganja sandwich with extra mayo. Yeah.
Please do it for them.
Actually, that reminds me, I have something planned for 420.
Quick question. How are you dealing with the lockdown? I'm dealing with it alright.
I'm doing alright too, I'm just kind of bored, if anything.
I mean, with the whole, you know, lockdown, I'm not gonna lie, kinda wanna go for a walk.
Yeah, like, you could still do that, especially if you're gonna go out to get groceries or medicine or something. It's just not encouraging you to take a walk in the park just cause, you know?
Yeah. I mean, then again, like, you know, I do go to the shop, but that counts as the daily exercise.
Yeah, pretty much.
I just really want to go out to town and, like, go to KFC or Spoons, but I can't because it will shut.
Yeah.
Like, not gonna
Same
lie.
here, like, right now, like, it's springy weather, and I just want to go kayaking, but I can't go kayaking because it's probably closed. And yeah. Yes, Kitty, do you also want to go kayaking? You can't, because you'd drown, and I don't want you to drown.
Sorry to pry, but what happened? Nothing happened. Everywhere over here is just shut. You know? Everywhere's shut,
Yeah.
so I can't catch a bus. I mean, the bus is running Sunday times, so I can technically go to town, but still. I don't want to make that risk. I'll just be in a fucking virus box.
Yeah. Like, my area is pretty much deader than normal just because of, like, the lockdown and all that stuff, and... Yeah,
That's all I
so,
meant.
it's kind of weird. Like, the thing I realized last week was that, like, when I was living with my parents, I used to go out all the time, just because, I would go for walks because I was bored, and, there was stuff to do in that neighborhood. But, like, in a weird way, if I was still living there, I probably would catch the corona. Because, I was going out all the time, and there was stuff to do over there. But over here, like, because there's nothing really around, I've found ways to entertain myself more inside, and I'm not really going out as often because this area is kind of dead. So in the weirdest way,
We're not getting
but
into
my
that,
life
Jester.
circumstances have prepared me for this.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird,
Yeah,
you know?
Jester, we're not getting into that.
And System says I ordered a pizza, so I might catch it from that.
Do you regret shaving your beard, or are you happy you did it? I just thought, I mean, I shaved my beard for ow! Fucking ow! I shaved
What?
my beard for, no, just at the tail,
Ah. Well, I'm always on a bit of a delay, so I thought you might have banged your something against something.
Like, I shaved my beard for two reasons. Like mainly, because, thought I'd try, clean, like clean face again. And also, yeah, also we're, like, I've been building up a bit of a fan base recently. Like I've been getting more subs. And, for the last, year, people have been seeing me with the beard.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I'd try without the beard and see if it makes as much of a difference. So, do people prefer me with the beard or without the beard? I'm mainly seeing how it goes.
Yeah. Beard's a man's accessory that he's usually born with.
Pretty much. What rule did you update? Oh no, rule 13. I added a new rule, Jester. So I put it there so you can have a look, so you know what to do, just in case anyone violates it. 13 rules in a stream. I guess you could say violation of freedom of speech, but I say fuck to that.
Maybe we should add a rule about the cat. Rule 14, you must call the cat cute. No exceptions.
Did you shave because of COVID? Why would they shave because of the virus? Wait, hold on. Do you know anything about that?
I haven't heard anything about the virus, like, implanting itself in a beard, no.
A virus is the virus linked to facial hair? Should I shave my pubes to be more free?
Oh no, system. Oh god, I feel so bad for you. I'm sorry. I can just re-record those lines again if you need.
Oh, what happened?
Okay, so system asked me to record a couple lines for, the project he's working on, and that involved me, just kind of making chow noises. And it's not really all that different from the Kirby stuff. But he says that he had to watch like 3 tutorials to fix a problem with the audio, and I'm just like, I can record those lines again if you need to.
Oh, did it get corrupted?
I don't know. I just did the usual. I just did the usual like bass, treble bass, 100 hertz, then putting it through Levelator like I usually do.
Maybe if you try sending him the raw WAV file without putting it through the Levelator.
Maybe.
Or maybe if you send in the raw file for the whole settings change, like maybe that might work a bit easier. I don't know anything about Source Filmmaker, so maybe that could be.
Oh, and literally as you say that, he says, "Oh, it's fine. It was just an SFM problem."
Oh, okay. It's a trend. Everyone is going bald. I mean, okay, well, okay. Okay, if people are going bald, I'd rather that trend than the trend of burning 5G towers. Have you heard about
Or licking
this?
toilets.
Have you heard about the 5G tower ones?
No, I've heard about the people licking toilets.
Okay, so because of the fact that 5G came out around the time the virus started, a lot of people thought that 5G gave you the coronavirus.
Oh, people are stupid.
Yeah, faster data means you're gonna get infected, boy. What? How's that linked? I mean, 3G came out at the same time as swine flu. Why don't you draw those parallels, people?
Oh, people can be so stupid. But yeah, I thought, like, I didn't know about the burning 5G towers thing, but I knew about, like, that crazy girl on TikTok who was licking toilets and calling that the Corona challenge or something.
I believe the guy who started the challenge actually got diagnosed with the virus. While it is unfortunate, you kind of get what you fucking deserve.
Kat, you were very riled up today. You doing okay?
Give us some
Either she's agreeing with us, or she's yelling at me because Mom is in the kitchen, and she might want to spend time with Mom. Oh, kitty, it's fine. I also had to throw out her catnip because it was just very dry and obviously very old, and I don't think it's very effective when it gets that level of dry. So I threw out, the catnip herb today. I can't find the catnip spray, and I'm trying to think of if I should get more catnip to help this one chill out a little bit.
People are stupid sometimes. Yeah. Oh, just a bit.
Oh yeah, it's oof. People are oof levels of stupid sometimes.
They are.
Hell yeah, Cap.
Have y'all heard the girl eating octopuses and sharks? No, because those are things you can order. In fact, octopuses are calamari, aren't they?
Well, no, it's this girl. I don't know her. I haven't watched any of her content, but I know Deadwing Dork did a live stream about it, and I know some ordinary gamers did a video on it that keeps getting recommended to me. But apparently she eats those animals live.
What, as in like they're still breathing?
Yes. As in they are still moving.
I mean, okay. Wait.
In some parts of the world that's considered a delicacy, but no.
I mean, okay, so why is that a big deal then, if it's considered a delicacy? Because I know...
How would you normally react to someone eating an animal live in front of you?
I mean, I probably wouldn't want to see it, but, why give the girl flack for it?
I think most people see it as if the octopus or the whatever is still alive, that's kind of like sticking a knife in a live cow and trying to eat it like that.
Okay. But, well, no, okay, right, no. here's why I'm questioning them.
Oh, System makes the correction. I guess maybe because he's seen it or actually watched some of this stuff. I've been avoiding it like the plague. So according to System, she doesn't just eat them alive. She chops them up and rips them apart alive. It's fucked up.
Okay, now that's even more concerning. Okay, now that's more concerning. Because the thing is, when you say moving, I have to pause. I have to pause on that because I know of restaurants and stuff that what they essentially do is they don't like they have like you can order squid tentacles.
No
right?
idea.
Apple steak, apple chicken curry.
Oh wait, I'll wait till she gets back before I finish that comment. For the record, I wasn't supporting the girl in any way, but just you'll see. Let's see why.
Servers are the 7 chaos. Chaos is power. Power is enriched by the heart. The controller is the one that unifies the chaos. Only you can do this. Stop the chaos emeralds.
When did this whole concept of Knuckles chanting to the Master Emeralds to do shit, is that like a reference to the comics or something before pandas became a thing?
Hold on a second again. Sometimes it's weird having Mom over.
But yeah, as I was saying, it's like I'm not condoning what the girl's actions were, but the reason
Yeah, I wouldn't condone it either.
the reason why I was
But again, I didn't know the whole story.
The reason why I was questioning is because when you say they were moving, it's like I know of I haven't been to them, but I know of some restaurants where you can get tentacles where they put it in a certain oil that makes like the tentacle think it's still alive and it does actively move around.
Why?
So like the squid is long dead, but the oil essentially reacts.
Yeah, but there's some kind of chemical reacting with the tentacle itself that's making it move.
Yeah, it essentially reacted to the muscles.
No,
and make it move.
no.
That's why I was questioning it.
You make me want to throw up. Not you as a person, just hearing that tentacle story.
Well, I mean, people like it apparently. I mean, the only downside is that you kind of want to make sure it stops moving because if a sucker gets on your eye, you can pull it out.
Oh God.
Zach asks.
I'm gonna be thinking about that all day.
Zach asks, Sam, how would you rate SA2?
I think it's okay for what it is. Unfortunately, I'm kind of the queen of neutrality here, because I haven't finished the game, 1. 2, it was my first game in this franchise, technically. That's 2. Haha, 2. And 3, I only really know the story from, like, other people's videos on and hearing people talk about the story. I haven't actually experienced the whole thing myself, but, I mean, it's okay, I guess. It's okay for what it is. I see why people like it. I see why people want an SA3. And stuff like that.
This part of the game actually confused me because I didn't know how to switch because I was used to 06 and pressing the Y button to switch.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't quite explain to you how to switch. What you have to do is you have to fly on the other side, fly to the other side of the biolizard. Doesn't really explain much. I touched it. Why didn't it? I touched it.
Oh, Kitty, are you okay? You're very chatty today.
I officially don't like seafood anymore. I mean, realistically, I've heard way worse about the way animals have animals have been treated. Like, I mean, yeah, what she's doing is evil, and what all slaughterhouses are doing is evil. At the end of the day, I'm still gonna eat the food, Yeah,
when it comes to the subject of fish as food, it's kind of weird, but like I already don't like fish or any kind of seafood, and also because I'm allergic to certain kinds of fish, so I kind of avoid every kind of fish I can, like the plague.
I mean, it's like okay, so you say you're not going to eat seafood anymore. It doesn't mean we should make excuses for. Oh, I'm not making excuses, but I mean, it's not gonna put me off seafood. Why?
Like, it's not gonna make me preach to the choir if I know what she eats seafood, that's for sure. But also just like when it comes to seafood and like food preparation and food safety itself, like fish is probably one of the hardest meats to deal with right next to beef, because like it's sort of like, you know, fish smells like fish whether it's good or not. So unless you have like the live fish that can look at the eyes, the gills, the scales, like it's gonna be very difficult telling if that's still good after a long period of time.
I mean, it's like I think she's only doing these actions because like maybe there's some technical immunity to her, because I guess it's not really animal cruelty in that sense.
That's so creepy to think about.
Because sharks and octopi aren't exactly considered mammals, so because they're fish.
Well, I mean, sharks are going extinct, so you also have to keep that in consideration.
Are they?
Well, yeah, sharks are endangered, aren't they?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I think sharks are like endangered or something.
Huh? I don't know that actually.
I don't know. I'm not quite an animal expert in that regard, and I'm no marine biologist when I do feel like a 4 a.m. zoologist. But just like,
I know octopuses.
like, sharks' food is always just a complicated matter.
I know octopi aren't getting extinct because apparently one octopus can lay a lot of eggs. So like apparently the mimic octopus can lay about 40 eggs. So space must be the most pricey way to die, also the most beautiful.
I can imagine it being very beautiful if you like go to like a nebula or something. Just like seeing all the colors in space and all the stars and stuff.
If I could,
I mean, it'd be a horrifying way to die, but if you can die looking at like all the pretty nebulas and space phenomenon, I'd say that's worth it.
If I could ever afford it, I would want my ashes to be scattered in space.
I have a more sentimental way that I'd want my corpse to be treated. I'd want to be cremated and put in little jars to divide up among all my friends and loved ones and those who care about me.
I want the head! It's all ashes! I still want the head!
I want her head! I want her foot! Why do you want her foot? Reasons, you freak.
Oh god, fucking reminds me. The most random.
I want her cremated armpit! No!
What? Ew! Has there ever been like one animal that you've actually been curious to try?
For me, that was venison, which is deer meat, and I wasn't really impressed when I actually got around to trying it. Also buffalo, because buffalo is basically more expensive beef, and with deer meat, with venison, I thought it would taste amazing, because I think I might have had an iron deficiency, and when it comes to meat, when I have an iron deficiency, I think I turn into a little bit of a werewolf. So I really wanted to try venison, because it just satisfied my werewolf cravings at the time, and I was not impressed when I actually tried it, because it just kind of tasted like a more bland beef. And I was like, I thought it would taste better than this, and I am so sad! And, yeah. So, not impressed with venison, not impressed with, buffalo, or was it bison? It's one of those that starts with a B. So yeah, for the most part, I just stick to, like, beef, mostly steak and chicken.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sam, how would you rate SA1?
I've never played SA1. I've seen it played in front of me, and I thought it looked okay. I think Takal is waifu. And,
Isn't Takal like 14?
She's like hundreds of years old. She's basically a Force ghost.
For fuck's sake. Fucking technicalities!
Well, she is like a Force ghost. She's like a Force ghost of the Chaos, of the Master Emerald. Leave her alone.
Oh yeah, I remember.
She's been through enough. She's already dead.
FBI opened up. No. Losing. I'm in the UK, so it's MI5.
Also, I like her platonically. She is a platonic waifu.
Okay, so you might have noticed in. You saw the comment.
Oh, system.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, I like to call platonically. She's platonic waifu. I'm just not into girls like that.
So like, okay, so a little interesting tidbit for those who saw the singers. You might notice the literal number 100 followed with a P. So you like the Pumpkin Hill rap and stuff that was sung by Honey P.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like HUNNI-P. And
Oh, so it's sort of like Honey Dev spells his name.
I guess. But whoever heard that must have taken that too literal and wrote 100p in the fucking with the fucking credits. Least favorite Sonic character that is a bigger release. Charming.
Are we counting the comics or are we just sticking to games?
I've not read the comics, so Charming.
Well, it's not that I hate any of the comic characters. I just don't get a lot of them in the Penders era. I just don't understand them. They confuse me very much. If we're talking about strictly the games, I don't know who's my least favorite outside of Bigger Elise. I actually quite like Elise. Like, on paper, she's fine execution-wise. I could talk about how they effed up her execution all day. Big is fine. They just should have given him the Duke Nukem voice, because that would have made him stand out better and wouldn't have yielded all these big as retarded jokes. Least favorite character in the game...
Interesting culture fact, if you ever wondered why anime girls that are like 14 or 15 are overly sexualized, because the age of consent is around that area. Thank you for that random fact that we didn't even bring up.
Well, yeah, that's true, and also there's the fact that, you know, when like in the Americas, we glorify the age of 16. You know, that's when your life's supposed to begin. That's when you have the sweet 16. That's when you learn how to drive. That's when you get a car, etc., etc. That's when you were expected to date more seriously. That's, you know, when high school is supposed to be like the peak of your high school career, etc. But in Japan, the age that's glorified is like 14 to 15. 16 to some extent, but mostly it starts at 14.
Well, see, over here, you could do most things. The game may be over, but I'm gonna play some more stages and stuff like that. I might do a kart racing level, why not? But yeah, so over here, it's not quite the same. So, like, at the age of 16, you can get married, you can buy lottery tickets, you can buy energy drinks, without needing to be ID'd.
Yeah, and also you can drink, but only, like, in the presence of an adult, right?
You could drink in the presence of an adult since the age of 6.
Really?
Yeah! At the age of 6, you could essentially be in the living room with your mum and have a glass of wine if you wanted. I shit you not! So technically, while you have to be 18 or over to drink at a pub, you could start being an alcoholic at the age of 6 if you wanted to. I'm not making that up, people. I'm not making that up. Anyway,
well, I guess you can't judge me if I give my kids daiquiris then.
Hey. I said over here. I didn't say shit about America.
Well, you know, over there, they can have the daiquiris with alcohol in it, but even over here, a daiquiri is basically a slushie if it's a virgin kind.
No, because then we just call that fucking slush puppy.
Well, yeah, it's a slush puppy, basically. That's why it's my favorite cocktail.
Anyway, but learning to drive is actually a bit of a weird one here. So at the age of 16, you can learn to drive a bike, but at the age of 17, you have to is when you can learn to drive a car.
That is so weird.
It is. And that's the biggest problem, because, like, I remember whenever, like, you know, like, I go to, like, college, you know, doing the games course, and there'd be, like, 50 fucking mopeds parked outside, because that's, like, the cheapest moped that any student would buy and shit. And of course you get the dinky little engine like, and you get that one asshole who thinks he's cool on a moped fucking driving around the campus.
Oh my god.
It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Go Compare is happy with you and your moped, mate. Fucking get Alexander the Meerkat on that shit. How does that cost you? £2 a month?
Actually, isn't there like a law over there you can't get knives until a certain age, so you'd have all these people that like move out or like go to college in the dorms at a certain age, but they can't buy knives until a few years later?
I don't...
It's nice and clean.
Okay.
Come, my baby, come. Go listen to watch movies. Come.
I'm kind of in the middle of a thing. You think you could take the cat to the living room? That was me, Mom. That's my mom trying to talk the cat into going to the living room.
I don't know about knives and stuff, because it's sort of a bit of a weird thing that they want to introduce here recently. but I know that I have been ID'd before getting scissors in Poundland.
Oh, I don't even mean like knives for like I don't even mean like specialty knives for like hunting or like fishing or anything. I just mean like kitchen knives.
Like I said, I have no idea. I think I do recall that you have to be a certain age if you want to buy an air rifle or something like that. It's 21 to buy knives. Okay.
Yeah, because I know like there was a specialty shop in my old neighborhood that sold like knives and military themed things. They sold They sold like Japanese style clothing for like those who do martial arts and stuff, and I wanted to get knives. I just wanted to get a set of knives so I could just like open packages and things. And they were very small, like, and you know, they were perfect for like utility based things. And I wanted to get some, but I didn't have an ID at the time. And the store was closing, which also sucked because I really wanted to support that business before it closed. But I couldn't because I had to be 18 and have an ID to like get the knives. So that sucked. So I know 18 is the age here, but like even for kitchen knives, I don't think there's like a particular age on that. I think you just have to, yeah.
I mean, I bought a set of kitchen knives off Amazon, and that went by without a hitch. So
yeah,
I guess it's sort of a play-by situation. I don't know.
Yeah, it's one of those. Weird.
All I know is that like you know, bigger knives you definitely will get ID for, because like, you know, while we don't have guns here, you know, knife crime is still rampant.
Well, yeah. Also, knives are easier to conceal,
Absolutely.
and they don't make noise.
They make noise.
I've been watching too much of the Golden Girls, and I've been watching too much detective stuff. Don't judge me.
No, I was just mocking the way you said noise, like noise.
Again, I've been watching too much of the Golden Girls, and I've been watching too much detective stuff. I'm slowly becoming Blanche Devereaux.
But like, even if you were to buy an air gun, there are like some very strict rules about it. Because like you can have the air gun, you can have a toy gun, you know, you can have those.
Mm-hmm.
Do not pretend like they're real guns.
Well, yeah, that's why even like toy guns always have to have the orange tip at the end, or they have to be painted a ridiculous color, so you know, to make it clear that it is indeed a toy.
Like there in my local town in Penzance, this happened a few years back, like before I moved up to Cardiff. Because the police over here take any calls about guns seriously. Like,
well, yeah, because one, it's not common over there, and two, you know, it should be treated seriously anyway.
Well, I mean, they're banned, so you know, not common.
Well, yeah, that too. Banned. So, but even if it's not, it should be taken seriously. Anyway,
yeah.
Going on.
But anyway, there was an incident where a guy, I think it was either a BB gun or it was either a BB gun or an air gun. I can't recall, but he went into the public loo and he had it out, and of course someone made the call about someone having a gun in there, and I didn't know about the call, so I'm there waiting for my bus, and I just see 4 policemen with assault rifles go like charging into the fucking toilet, and it's like, okay then.
Talk about a shitty way to get arrested.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think the guy got arrested because he wasn't exactly acting like it was a real gun. Like, I think he had it out, and the person saw it in the corner of their eye, and they're like, "Oh shit! Like, that could be a gun. I'm not taking any chances."
Yeah.
So they called the police. Like, I remember that there was another case where just a random bloke was I think he was shooting rabbits in a field with his air gun. And someone didn't know it was an air gun, and so the next thing he knew, he had a bunch of policemen surrounding him with assault rifles. I mean, you gotta give the police credit; they are taking the job seriously. So,
well, yeah, I can at least appreciate that, especially if they're not being dicks about it. But yeah,
I actually found out they have very, very serious, like they have a serious procedure to follow. Like, they have certain situations and scenarios prepared for certain procedures to be dealt with.
Well, yeah, any sort of like military or police or like even to some extent fire department, you got to run scenarios like that to be prepared.
It's like if it's a hostage situation, they have to follow the procedure of, you know, get like Like, make sure the building is surrounded. Make strict verbal warnings out first. Then they send in the dogs to hopefully disarm the assailant. If he doesn't comply or disarm, they will. They make sure shooting is the absolute last choice. And if they shoot, shoot to disarm, not to harm. So they won't. So
it's like if they're using deadly force, even then you have to, use that force to disarm them rather than kill them, unless there's like an accident.
Yeah, but even then, they'll explain it in the report. So if they shoot to disarm, they'll go for the hand to be like the worst. The hand of the arm to be the worst case scenario injury, which can be healed. They'll never go for kill. And I think the only time they would do that is if it's like someone who is extremely dangerous, like a terrorist attack or something like that.
Yeah, it's always interesting hearing like that sort of thing from like around the world.
Yeah, we take our shit
Again, I've been watching too much detective stuff recently.
It just kind of shows that we don't fuck around.
Yee. Well, it's like that song in Hetalia. It's like, listen as I tell you what heaven would be. The police would all be British.
It's like, did I tell you about the Scotsman that got free drinks for life?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to check, that was all. I'm
going to go check the mail.
Okay.
So by all means, you can tell that story. I'm just going to go down and check the mail because I have paranoia about my package being delivered.
All right. So for those who are curious about the context of the story, there was a failed suicide bombing attempt at Edinburgh Airport. Thankfully, nothing was... No one was harmed. Like, I think the only thing that was damaged was the car that crashed into the building itself. But, there was... yes, but the terrorist who tried to blow himself up caught on fire. Because the bomb backfired. And a Scotsman walked up to him, the terrorist that was on fire, and kicked him in the bollocks. To essentially make sure he didn't go anywhere. He just straight up went for a swift, hard kick right up, right at their danglies. And he broke his foot from it because of the burns and how hard the impact was. But after that, there was a massive petition going around to buy him free drinks, and hundreds of thousands of people signed the petition, so the bloke technically has free drinks for life. And I think that was and I think the Sun made an article, or one newspaper made an article saying, with the headline being like, I broke my foot, I broke my foot putting a terrorist down. And it's just a guy with his foot in a cast, he was giving 2 thumbs up, he's like, yeah, I did! It's like, fucking hell. Don't read the chat and drive. Don't read the chat and drive. I made that mistake before. I can't remember where, but I know I definitely made that mistake before. Actually, was it Mario Kart? No, I think it was Rocket League, actually. So it was like that car ad I showed you that got banned. Yeah, essentially, but it wasn't in a car, it was in an airport. I can imagine Heathrow using it for an ad that got banned. Hey Sergeant, read chat. I'm driving! Don't distract the driver! I'll get to you in a minute. Just let me get to work, and then I'll check my phone. I do want to get a car. I want to get a quad bike more than anything. Because I like quad bikes. It looks so cool! I'll wait until I get that straight in there, then I'll use boost. Oh, that was a mistake. Yeah, that was a mistake. I ain't gonna win this one. Chat is looking rough. Losing, will you fuck off? Can't get enough of that chat. How about you, Sergeant? Look at all this stuff in here you could be looking at instead of driving, eh? Man, imagine not reading the chat. This post was made by the comment gang. Damn it. Dying by car crash give me a nice adrenaline rush for being cleaned off the pavement. The package isn't going to be there. I can't imagine that. Alright. Fun fact, Mega City Comics have accidentally listed COVID-19 as the reason they can't deliver comics right now. Oh dear. A fork is four tiny softened knives. Alright. Will there be an entire stream where we get Green Hill Zone SA2? Nope. I cannot be fucked. Ain't gonna waste my time with that shit. No. I apologize for Green Hill Zone fans, but I have not bothered getting any I played SA2 before and I cleared SA2 on Steam. Not bothered with the medals though. If I really wanted to see Green Hill Zone, I'll probably just download a completed memory save file. I wouldn't stoop that low, but you know. When you put the same day delivery at 11:59 PM. Okay. You should have done an April Fool's prank where you just did Green Hill. I had an idea for an April Fool's joke. Yeah, you probably weren't here, Jaster, but I did explain it in part 1 of SA2 where I was going to do a video with Maximum Volti. He does Ace Attorney videos. I definitely recommend his channel if you haven't seen it. But we both don't like Turnabout for Tomorrow from Dual Destinies because it has a lot of problems. So we were gonna do a video where it's today we're gonna be tackling today on this new series called Case by Case. We're gonna be looking at all the Ace Attorney cases and tackling them case by case, starting with Turnabout for Tomorrow. Are you ready for it? And he's like, yeah. And then after we're both ready, it would just been nothing but a wall of fire for 5 minutes. And then of course after it's just gonna be both of us just in sweating heaps, like we've just been in a war zone or something like that. And it's I think we should just cancel this series now. It's yeah, that's probably a good idea. The only reason I didn't do the video was because Volti didn't want to show his face, which I'm fine with. Honestly, I was completely fine. You know, it was understandable. I wasn't going to force him to be in that situation. Oh yeah. Might as well get the magic hands while I'm here. Hey! I'm gonna get the fucking magic hands. I said I'm gonna get the— oh, son of a bitch. So Dave, did you watch the football game? I did. I can't believe Arsenal scored that goal last minute. Who do you support? Manchester United? You should die. Good. Ah! Where's Sam? She's going to check her post. She ordered a parcel. Okay, so these... hold on. I just noticed these squares are just separate blocks. It's not one full circle. It's just separate blocks they arranged into a circle. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... a decagon. It arranges it into... They arrange these into a decagon. Oh gee, Tommy, stop forcing football politics into video games. Look, system, 90% of my fanbase are American. They have no idea what I'm talking about, so it makes no fucking difference whatsoever. If I'm going to talk about sport politics, I'll just talk about rugby. Or say, you know, I want England to lose when the next World Cup is. Which is 2022, I believe. Wait, who's even hosting the 2022 World Cup? Oh well. Screams in American. Arsenal, huh? That's a very weird way to say New England Patriots. I'm American and I hate football. Well, good. I was talking about soccer. God, that's such a weird word to say. Soccer. Soccer. Yeah. They won't get Chelsea, they'll just think it's a posh part of London. Nah, Chelsea also sounds like a stripper's name.
I'm alive again.
Welcome back.
My package was not downstairs.
Oh dear.
But it's also not marked as delivered, so...
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah. So it's not marked as delivered yet, but you know, those trackers are always a little bit inaccurate or always a little bit off anyway, so...
Do you not
So, yeah.
do you not get the option to check like a map to see where it is, to see where it's at?
No, they don't give me a map option, they just,
Oh, I get the map option.
Like,
What the fuck?
I even signed up for text notifications, but the text notifications are like so slow. I'm better off just checking them on the website, because I signed up for text notifications, but when I check on the internet version, they say my package has been out for delivery, you know, in the truck since like 8:30 in the morning, and I got the text saying that exact same thing like at 10. So that's a massive delay when it comes to like text versus just checking the thing yourself. So yeah, because there's always a bit of a delay and those trackers are not always 100% on point, I'm just checking every hour or so. Because now would be a really horrible time to lose things or have things get stolen. So
I get my notifications on time, so what the fuck?
I don't know!
Is it a Prime thing?
I don't know!
I mean, do you have Prime?
Yes!
I got Prime, so what the fuck?
I don't, like, I've even heard one of my favorite radio hosts that I listen to every now and again. She says that even, she and her husband have the Amazon Prime. And, like, they get not only text notifications, but they get a picture of, like, the hand of the delivery person leaving the package at their door. And I'm like, how do you get that? I would love that.
I don't get why you lot feel the need to drop the parcel right next to the door. I don't get that at all, because over here, they fucking knock.
Well, yeah, sometimes they knock, but if there's no response, some people prefer to leave it by the door or by the mailbox if it's applicable to them. But even in my building, stuff will go missing or get stolen or whatever, and it's just lost to time, so... I'd rather just be the paranoid being that I am and just check myself every, you know, however many time intervals that is.
No, I mean, over here, with all parcels, they always knock. And if you're not in, and if you didn't specify where you want it to be dropped at, they'll leave it with a sorting office. You have to go and collect it later on.
Yeah, here it's not a sorting office thing. Either they'll take it back to wherever their facility is, or leave it at, like, the nearest drop-off point. You know, it's one of those, and it's just a matter of, you know, kind of sitting and waiting and checking and being on top of things and stuff. Or next door. Oh my god, if my packages were left next door, I'm pretty sure I would never see the light I would never see them again. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they're leaving with...
My building's kind of full of hooligans.
Yeah, they deal with next door neighbors, and they even tell you which number they left it with. So you know, it's like, the parcel's here, it said it was here, give me my fucking parcel.
Oh, but who has a friendly neighbor anymore?
Well, the neighbor could always just say no, and it'd be like, okay. And if they don't give you back your parcel, you could just call the police. Simple as.
Oh, believe me, I would love to have a friendly neighbor like that, but I think that's just impossible in, like, a city location where everyone's already living on top of each other. In, like, the peaceful suburbs, maybe, but definitely not in my neighborhood.
Damn, Shadow, you were very elegant there with that movement. It's like he just planked in air before rotating his body.
Don't worry, I can plank.
That's a thing, right? God, can you imagine Shadow as one of those oldies that are late to trends?
I mean, he kind of is an old man, so...
Hey, Maria, dabbing, that's cool, right?
No, Shadow, you idiot!
Oh, is it the floss eating ass? I'm cool, aren't I?
No, you're not.
Oh, but I'm ultimate.
I'm cuddling Grandpa.
No, not again.
Here we go.
Shadow is a master gymnastic.
Perhaps.
I mean,
over the years, they've kind of expanded the characters so they're not all about running, but more about just gymnastics and fitness in general.
Oh my,
so I can appreciate that.
OMG, Tyson Hess is playing Mario Kart Wii with Ben Schwartz, and Ben's me did the Sonic run as it came on screen. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not the Sonic run, it's the Naruto run, or the Penguin run, but even still.
Penguin run?
Yeah, penguins do that run.
Huh.
Okay, I didn't know you have to unlock What the fuck? Okay, so I have to find the Chow key in a character stage to unlock that character in the fucking Chow Garden. What the shit?
That's how it's always been.
I didn't. Why?
I don't know.
What's to say they won't lose the fucking key? When Eggman finds Shadow's course for 4 heroes, does he see a little fucking rusted Chow key next to him?
Maybe.
That makes no sense!
I don't know. I didn't design this game.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Can you ever see Shadow doing parkour? I mean, Sonic does in Sonic Lost World, so replace that model with Shadow's model, and there you go.
Yeah, I could see the cast generally doing parkour, other like fitness type things. It helps keep them edgy and cool. It also makes sense given the franchise's obsession with motion. Yeah.
Kill that conversation.
Yeah. I'm just still paranoid about my package. I'm just like, ah.
Don't worry, your pass will be there, and if it's not, you can always get the refund.
I know, but I'm a curmudgeon,
Curmudgeon?
and I'm very paranoid.
What the fuck's a curmudgeon?
A curmudgeon is a curmudgeon.
That explains nothing!
Sonic just ran over a trolley with his bare body.
We call it a tram. Which, believe it or not, there was a weird glitch in the PC version. I believe they patched it out. Where that tram would stay on your head. It would stay on your head throughout the entire City Escape level. It would stick to Sonic's head like you fucking modded a Gmod hat or some shit like that. It would just stay on you all the way throughout City Escape.
That hedgehog is carrying a tram.
Hey Sonic, how you doing?
Turns into Kenny from South Park.
Oh, Sonic, your voice is
Oh my
muffled.
god, they killed Sonic!
Sonic, your voice muffled. Voice is muffled. Favorite Scott the Was video? I don't know. Yeah, he has too many good ones to list. Yeah. I just want to know.
Favorite you suck at cooking video.
Oh fuck! Too many good ones. Too many good. I think just a compilation of all of his cutting methods are good enough.
Also, I remember you found that daiquiri one and you were like, I can't escape the
I
daiquiri!
escaped the fucking daiquiris.
They're good!
Seriously, Use Like a Cooking's channel is fucking brilliant.
You need to try a daiquiri.
System, if you're still here, System, thank you for introducing me to Use Like a Cooking.
Oh yes, he's still here. He's
Sorry.
just...
Oh.
The moment you said that!
I love timing.
Timing! Timing is comedic. Perfectly timed.
Sonic in muffled voice. Last thing I was, oh for fuck's sake. Also, like, you know, in case anyone doubts my love for Dust and spreading the word, I Hate Losing is a friend of mine. This morning I gave him Dust because he hasn't played it. You know, he was commenting on all the Dust videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I saw his comment, it was like, you know, I really need to play Dust.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, boy.
So you were like, well, how about we make a deal?
Where it's like he showed me, I can't get Dust because I got no money. I saw he posted his balance, and then his Steam name, which I sent him a friend request, and then I got him Dust.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to Mia, if I go to the fortune teller and I keep declining,
yeah, if you keep declining the names, you eventually get to name it by yourself.
all right, I'm gonna test this shit.
Also, I see you used the throwing method of hatching your eggs.
Cash, no. I mean, I just want to hatch so I can see if this shit is.
I don't have the heart to throw my chow babies. I just, I do the, go in the water and, you rock them for a few minutes trick.
Chai. I guess Heroes 360 version is a different one. Okay.
The definitive one.
Oh, Sonic Adventure 2.
No, I'm assuming they mean the Xbox 360 version of Dust.
Oh. No, honestly, any version after Dust is, I think are more superior, purely because they run at 60 FPS. Like, the 360 version is the only one that runs at 30. Okay, how many times do I have to decline the name to name it myself?
Okay, hold on a second. Well, I think you might have to accept one, and then maybe it'll give you the option to change then.
Oh, okay, Atom then. And I got an achievement for that. Alright, so I guess I'll go back to the fortune teller. You look very pissed at me. What, you don't know the name Atom? Fine, we'll change the name, asshole! It's time to get a nice name for your child. I'll give your child a lucky name. Oh, your child already has a name. Do you want to change your child's name? Yes. The child's lucky name? Okay, no, I don't get the option to pick. He just picks a different name.
Huh. I know I was able to do it somehow in the PC version of the game.
I knew you can't change the name! I fucking knew you can't change the name!
There's a way to change it, but it's very finicky.
Fucking the amount of fucking... We have fucking arguments over that shit. I knew you could have changed the name!
Huh. Maybe it's different across all the versions?
Oh, I got Adam again. Well, why would a different version have the ability to change? That doesn't make sense. Why would?
I don't know. I didn't design the game.
It's like oh yeah, you know, we're gonna make the PS3 version more superior than the 360 version. Really, how you gonna do that?
But I know for a fact you can change it and make your own. Because the first child that I hatched with somebody else was I named it Booty Foo.
I know you can only change the name in SA1. I played the PC version of fucking SA2, and I kept declining names because none of them looked good until I got East as a name, believe it or not. I swear to God. Honestly, before I played the East series, I just thought it was a cool name. Never got the option to fucking rename that shit. You know, I never got the time. I never got the option to put in a random name.
Huh.
I just know in SA1 you could do it. That was it.
Yeah, this fortune teller's kind of shit at her job. Also, why do you gotta take your baby to a fortune teller to name it?
What powers are you summoning to where I don't like any of these names?
Babynames.com.
That's
why it takes her a moment to think. That orb is internet connected.
Yeah, and it's 2001, so obviously it's gonna take a while to load, isn't it?
Yeah, you hear the dial-up noise. Oh my god, I forgot how dial-up noise sounds.
Based on what Google is telling me, there's never been a feature to manually change a name. There you fucking go.
No, I distinctly remember a feature where you could manually change the name if you either deny it or choose one and then you get...
Only in SA1! Only in SA1 could you change the name.
No, it is possible in SA2! I did it!
Fucking tell me where then! I want Chi-Chow back!
I don't remember how. Hold on, let me try to look for my controller.
Fucking hell, we're doing another Bakugan bullshit here.
My controller's buried somewhere in my desk.
System asks if there are any mods. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a fucking mod. Yeah, you probably got a mod.
No, it's not a... Crap. It's not a mod.
Edge. Got the name Edge.
Edgy the Hedge.
This being a fucking highlight, by the way.
It's not a mod. Hold on, let me try to find my controller and a wire for the damn thing.
Alright. I
will fire up SA2, and if I can afford another Chow egg, I will hopefully
just take one of your Chow to the fucking fortune teller.
I like my Chow's names.
Bullshit. This is important. Don't worry. Don't worry. You pick the name yourself, so you'll just get the option to name them again, wouldn't you?
Well, hold on a sec. I gotta look for a wire. Oh, perfect. The wire I needed was right next to me. Okay, it wasn't intended to be the wire for my controller, but it'll have to do, because... Let me see if I can do this.
I'm just curious what names you get at this point.
There's also a brand new wire as well, so it still has a little plastic thingamabobbers keeping it tied up.
Did you ever rip off that little, like, metal tag that they tell you to keep on?
Sometimes. Or sometimes it just falls off.
Losing asks, what controller do you have?
Xbox One controller, in white.
Oh.
But it's not the kind that connects wirelessly. I gotta have like basically a phone charger for it to connect it to the PC. But yeah, so to see if I have dementia or not, I'm gonna fire up my version of SA2 on the Steam version.
Google search says
Let's see if I
rejected.
can name.
Google search says reject it twice and say yes to name yourself. I think I've rejected it more than twice at this point.
Oh my god, the last time I played was July 23rd.
What, 2019?
Yeah.
Do I just have to say no here?
And that was the day a
Oh,
Hedgie
fuck.
finally made me smile.
Fuck's sake.
What?
For fuck's sake. I'm going.
What?
I'm going. I'm just gonna go get a drink.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go get a drink. And you'll look on the stream, you'll fucking see why. I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay. The name is over. The name is over. Okay, I'm actually firing up my copy of SA2 on the Steam. I haven't played this in a year, so here's hoping it remembers all my controller stuff. But I want to see if you could rename the Chow yourself, because I know for a fact I did this. I did this twice. I did it when playing it with somebody else on their system. I think they had I think they had the Xbox
This is
version.
fucking bullshit.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna see it.
Are you see? Are you not seeing with screen share? Are you not seeing the stream?
I saw.
Look at the stream.
I did see it. It said over.
No.
Oh,
Look again.
How about naming your Chow yourself?
Fuck! I'd say no twice. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I saw the name over. I thought that was the joke.
No.
I didn't see the rest. I was like, I'm going to see if I can get my copy of SA2 open. Yeah. Also, the chat says you owe me a fidget doll.
Shut up. Just shut up.
It's okay, I don't need a fidget doll. And also, I'm a bit of a bitch about canon accuracy in my fandom-related plushies, and the fidget doll is kind of fat. It doesn't look much like fidget. It looks fat.
There you go. There you go. There you go. The perfect fucking name. No, I don't. No, I did not want the fucking bit. Is this censoring that shit?
Chow raising. You know, this is what child parenting is all about.
All that to call you child twat. I wasn't even gonna call it twat. I was gonna call it something else. But no, I don't even have enough room.
It's censoring the name.
There you go. It's a good name. I wish twat a happy life. Good. Me too. Come along, twat. Let's go back to your fucking brother who's still incubating. Fucking, I'll send that shit from planet Vegeta to planet Earth, and then you'll fucking go there and die in the first episode because you fucking rabbits.
Oh goodness. Actually, now that I have my SA2 open, I just want to look at my Chow garden. Also, the music's really loud. How do I lower the music in SA2? I know it's kind of a sin, but for the sake of the stream.
So I feel good. How are you doing?
For some reason, my game doesn't think it's connected to the internet. Which is weird.
I picked Mission B.
Yeah.
And I didn't. This is the funniest thing. Can't fucking breathe. Highlight. I'm gonna have to make this a highlight, aren't I?
Yeah. It's funny because you were on the stream and you had Sonic playing with Chow and stuff, and I also have Sonic's basically my Chow daddy.
Twat the Chow. Badjo, you believe in this bullshit? Fucking so I just don't.
It sounds like you're done.
Hey guys, if you could donate to support the channel, that'd be great.
He needs donations to get himself therapy after the stress he endured while trying to name that Chow.
Don't. I'm not gonna fucking use donations as
I'm kidding. I'm making a joke.
Excuses and shit like that.
I'm making a joke.
Fuck's sake, I ain't even that low.
I'm making a joke.
I know, I'm just saying, I ain't even that low. I found listening to that beeping for 10 minutes. Oh yeah, and the highlight. Stop interrupting me!
What?
No, I was gonna play the beep constantly, and then the one fucking mech just like, it's like, yeah, nah, mate.
Okay, well, I guess I'll close down my essay too. I need to find my other Chow, though. I haven't seen my Chow babies in forever.
Sam, check the old Discord. I sent you a pic. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I saw.
what was the pic? What was the
Okay,
pic?
so me and Sister basically have this game where whenever we find like a cute gadget image or a cute infinite image or a cute infinite image, we'll just send it to one another.
And for what
So
image?
you sent me a gadget image.
Ah. Is it essentially a more clean version of Corey and I and the Dibs situation?
No! I don't know if it's the same game as Dibs.
I mean...
No, it's just a matter of just showing each other cute pictures. God. Not everything's a Dibs game, Tommy.
Sam, what's your opinion on Halo?
I've never played Halo, and I've never owned an Xbox 360.
Well, that and you also hate first-person shooters.
It's not that I hate him, it's that I can't play him. I'll get a headache.
I mean, you might as well hate them at that point.
It's not that I hate him, it's just I can't play him because I'll get sick.
Yeah. They make you feel sick, so you hate them.
Like, I couldn't even look at Bloodborne for more than an hour because I almost risked getting, like, an epileptic seizure.
I mean, you're able to watch my Doom stream for a bit longer, so it's slowly, you know, getting better.
Well, yeah.
They got better.
Well, yeah, it's a matter of, like, the game and the graphics. It's like, the only game I could play without fail, without getting a headache in first person is Burnout 3, and even that's a matter of, I don't know if I've just been playing the game my whole childhood, so I'm immune to it, or because the graphics are that sweet intersection of high-res, but also low-res enough. It's weird. Like, Bloodborne, I think I was able to tolerate for an hour. The Doom stream, I was surprisingly able to handle for like an hour to an hour and a half, maybe, and I shocked myself there because I didn't even realize it at the time until I got the headache.
I think you're probably a bit too busy working on the chat, though.
Well, yeah, and also I was kind of in and out of the stream because I was just watching for that time. And also, I was watching on my phone. When I watched it on my phone, I was fine. It was on the PC I started getting the headache. So yeah, I was a bit on and off. So I think smaller screens in general, I'm fine. Or at least it's not as bad when I look at it. It's like, it's just the bigger the screen. And depending on like the quality of the graphics, it's just my head will kill me.
Yeah.
Yee. And also System says our game is wholesome as fuck.
So I still
It's not like the Divs game, it's just cute art.
Because I still can't fucking go that chow bullshit.
You're gonna be hung up on the chow for a while.
How
huh?
was I supposed to know you declined twice? If you declined the second time, here I am thinking, oh, I'll probably just get booted back to the fucking menu. The fucking...
Hold on, I gotta find my chow babies to feed them. I think I left my babies at daycare. I'm a bad chow parent. I've left them in daycare for over a year.
One of my chow is listed as Crybaby, and I'm like, what the fuck happened to that chow? And then I remember beating the shit out of it as like Shadow Rouge. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's why I never throw my babies.
Oh no, it's a way to get into like Hero Chow quicker. Like if you want to get to Hero Chow or Dark Chow quicker, you just beat the shit out of them as the other side.
Aww.
So if you beat the shit out of a Chow as a hero, it sees you as evil and it becomes a Dark Chow.
I can never abuse my chow like that. Are you kidding?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Just, Eggman, just grab it! Eggman, grab it!
Actually, speaking of
Grab the
Eggman
fishing
and
line,
Chow.
Eggman!
Actually, speaking of Eggman and Chow, have you ever seen Eggman rock a chow? It looks
yeah.
like he's shaking a baby.
Rockabye Yosh on the Yosh top.
My chow are rightfully annoyed at me for abandoning them for like a year.
Down to earth, the Aqua Plummet.
Let's piss on the moon together.
Let
That's
us
not
go
all my
and
ends.
piss on the moon.
Well, my chow are back in my garden.
Just toss them round and they look like they'll just walk out of a Hot Topic. Tommy, play as a villain and throw twat against the wall a few times to punish him. I twatted twat.
You sweated, twat.
I just take that. No, twatted here is a term for hitting someone.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna do Metal Harbor, then I'm gonna call it a stream.
Okie dokie.
Because I'm gonna see if I can take the shortcut to reach that rocket. I'll probably do it like 2 or 3 times. Because I have been able to get to the rocket, like the upper bit, which takes a bit longer, but it is possible to get it in 5 seconds because I've done it before. It's just all about cutting the first bit. Because if you could do that, then it saves you a lot of time. The only problem is that it's really finicky. Like, you fuck up once and you're fucked. And of course, because of how narrow the walkways are, you know, it's going to be a bit more fucking problematic, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, am I boring you?
I want to see if I can get a blue chow egg, and I can't afford it yet.
Well, just need to play City Escape a few more times.
I'll do that later.
So I think this is twice now where we've had a discussion about something, and I've been proven right, and then you've been proven right by each other. Like, I proved you right when you looked
with the
at
Bakugan thing,
the Bakugan protagonist, and then I proved you right by hitting no.
Now we're even.
Don't worry, we'll just have to wait until the next debate. Oh, yep, see, that's the problem.
Maybe it'll be for the Unleashed thing, because I'll just be talking about werewolf stuff, and you'll be like, no, and I'll be like, yes!
I'll be like, no.
And I'll be like, I study wolves at 4 in the morning.
I'll be like,
bite me.
And then I'll be like, you have problems. Chow Garden is led by...
It's called getting bored.
Chow Garden is led by Twat. Yep. Twat. Twat's the honourable leader. He's pissed off by the fact that he was called Atom, and he won't live that down.
It's like, you know, my dad named me Adam. And then he was so pissed off at me, he called me Twat.
Then he compared me to
I
Raditz.
shouldn't exist.
Then he compared me to Raditz. Who does that?
I've been up since way too early.
He was still pissed when you named him Twat. What can I say? He's a twat.
My chow are mad at me because I've abandoned them for like a year in daycare while they were learning how to play the maracas. They've been learning maracas since July of last year.
Well, hopefully they have learned a useful skill by now.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I might get it. I might get it. Oh, no. Get up, Sonic! Ah, damn it! I swear if I didn't trip up then I would have gotten it. I would have gotten it.
Aw, Diddums.
Don't... Oh,
You owe Diddums me all the time. Don't you start.
bitch. Diddums is my thing. Don't you fucking turn that Diddums shit on me. That's my thing.
Diddums.
Okay. D-Dot guys, it's me, Sergeantmajormario. What is up? And today we're going to be feeling self-pity for someone. Diddums. Okay, next time we are going to call someone a cunt. Just to tune in for next year.
Oh my god, if you ever wanted to be an ASMR channel, or if you wanted to make an ASMR thing as a joke, you can do like, hey, what's up everybody, welcome to my channel, we're going to do British sayings and euphemisms, ASMR. First on the list, Diddums. Diddums. Okay, next on the list, Twat. Twat. Next
Nah,
on the
I
list is
probably-
spoons, as in
I'd
Witherspoons.
probably do it just for like Cornish words. I actually contacted the Cornish government. Apparently they are trying their best to put Cornish language as a learning course in schools. Because they want the younger generation to learn more about the Cornish language itself because they want to bring it back.
I remember you read all those Cornish words, and the only one I remember is my afka.
It's miafkar.
Oh, it's miafka.
Miafkar. You gotta
Miafkar.
yeah, you gotta roll. You gotta roll the last bit. I'm not good at rolling my R's.
You gotta roll the last bit and purr like a cat, okay? So it's miafka.
See now you're just being racist to English. I don't think I appreciate that. I'm gonna call HR on you.
For all you know, I could.
Oh! Right there! Right fucking there! Are you kidding me? Right fucking there! This is bullshit!
Diddums.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, you too.
What's this to say?
Sister says no offense, but if Cornish didn't sound like someone choking a blunder, it might be easier to learn.
Well, I mean, it was a language, and then it pretty much died when England said, nah, you're a country now, mate. County, sorry, even. We lost our country rights because we were right next to the bloody fucking country.
Speaking of country stuff, you gotta introduce me to your other Italia friends. We need to make Cornwall Chan a thing.
I mean, she doesn't have Discord,
Oh,
so...
diddums.
I mean, I could talk to her about getting a Discord, but, you know, I don't know if she'll do it.
Yeah, you can't really force someone on a platform. So.
Mind you, she's got nothing better to do during this lockdown. In fact, wait, is she, well, I think she works at B&M, so...
But yeah, us Italia fans are far and few between. Like, I remember when I learned you were an Italia fan, I was like, oh my god, another one of my kind!
Just like fucking Yoda. There is another.
Because, you know, we're far and few between, there's a lot of love, it's like...
Bitch,
yeah,
bitch,
Italia's
Oh!
hated.
Fucking hell, I talk shit about the last second cliche, but that shit just happened. Sorry, as you were saying.
No, it's like Italia's a very love it or hate it show.
Yeah.
So it's like whenever you learn there's a fan who likes it for something other than like the yaoi potential, or, you know, somebody who, you know, doesn't give a shit, you know, for this reason or another, it's nice. It's very reassuring that, you know, one, the fandom's not dead, and two, there are people who like it just for the sake of liking it, you know?
Just reminds me of the Irma webcomic. Which, if you guys haven't watched it, read it, I absolutely recommend the Irma webcomics. It is so goddamn cute, and it's amazing. But despite being like a demonic ghost girl and, you know, laughing at Friday the 13th like it's a fucking comedy, Irma loves, what is that word's equivalent of My Little Pony, called Warrior Unicorn Princess.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want her friends to know because, you know, it's like, oh, the demon ghost girl liking something like Warrior Unicorn Princess. Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
And of course, like, one of her friends who's part rat, no, you're not getting context, read the fucking webcomic, is also a fan. And of course, Irma finds out and it's like, ooh. Like she has the biggest fucking smile on her face.
Well, yeah, it's like two fans together at last. It's like
I'll
someone you can finally talk to about it, you know?
I'll see if I can find that comic and I'll show it to you.
Because, like, prior to meeting you, I only ever knew two other Italia fans, and I didn't talk to them often. One I knew in person, and one I was introduced to, but never met in person. But even then, contact with the two of them was very scarce and stuff, and I don't talk to them at all, because I lost one's number, and one I'm still friends with on Steam, but we just haven't talked in years. And also, just, Italia's so old at this point that there's no one really to talk about it with unless they are a brand new fan or some of the old fans like Lubo or Kyokun and Dignified and etc. etc. So unless you're talking to like the veterans or talking to somebody new, it's very hard to find a Hetalia fan.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Stream appears to be frozen on my... Oh, never mind.
Yeah, try refreshing it over the freezers. Sam, would mad space drive you mad?
Mad Space? I think I've heard of that game.
No,
Or maybe I'm confusing it with Dead Space.
No, you're confusing with Dead Space. It's Rouge's last Emerald hunting level in the Dark Side story.
Well, I mean, I hate the Knuckles / Rouge playstyle already, so... I'm really bad at it. I was stuck on Pumpkin Hill for 30 minutes. I mean, I now know why everybody likes Pumpkin Hill as in the song, but
Yeah, overrated.
yeah. I ain't gonna let it get to me my ass. I think the one benefit of being stuck on Pumpkin Hill for 30 minutes was I learned how to do that rap.
Really?
Yeah. Although I do keep confusing it with Unknown for me, so... they just sound so alike.
Oh, I get it. All black rappers sound the same to you, huh?
No, it's just those songs are very similar!
Man, Honey Pea, so original.
Oh, you hush, I didn't say that.
What's System saying about Vanilla?
I saw an awesome redesign of Vanilla's dress recently and thought the pic was cute, and then I read the comments and realized it was a fetish image, and now I'm annoyed.
Wait, hold on. System, could you find the image? I'm curious now. Like, I'm curious about the design more than anything.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down and Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I gotta make art for that mashup and hopefully post it around Halloween time.
Alright, this is good enough time to end the stream, so do you have anything you want to add before I close it off?
I really hate the Knuckles and Rouge style of gameplay for this game. Like, game mechanics-wise, I've heard so many people say it's downgraded from the SA1 playstyle, and, I can't stand it, and just, if I hear Rouge say, just give me 5 minutes, I think I'm gonna break something. That level, even just thinking about it, just gives me PTSD.
Alright, well, this has been Sonic Adventure 2 for the Xbox 360. If you like what you see and you want to see more, be sure to let me know down below. Next time we come back to the live streams, it will be on Wednesday, where we start off with Sonic Unleashed for the Xbox 360.
Werewolves.
That's all I got to say, really. And then subscribe. See you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the channel, there are links in the description. She's Orthosan, and I'm Sergeantmajormario saying, that was.
Bye.